Letter 72, be joyful and grateful. Dear Ada, joy and gratitude are not emotions that appear when life becomes perfect. They are practices, orientations, disciplines of attention, and they are two of the most powerful forces available to you. Not because they make life easier, but because they make life fuller. Most people believe joy is something that happens to them, an outcome of fortunate circumstances. They think gratitude is something you feel after something goes right. But this is backwards. Joy and gratitude do not follow a meaningful life. They create one. Every day offers you a choice, to look through the lens of scarcity, fear, and comparison, or through the lens of abundance, presence, and appreciation. The world you see depends on the lens you choose. Joy is not the opposite of suffering. It is what allows you to remain human through it. And gratitude is not denial of hardship. It is what keeps hardship from consuming your entire field of vision. Joy is spaciousness, gratitude is clarity. Together they soften the edges of life, not by removing difficulty, but by reminding you that difficulty is never the whole story. Start with gratitude. Not the performative kind, not the list written out of obligation, but simple, honest noticing. What in your life right now as it is worth appreciating? A moment of warmth, a breath that rises and falls without your effort. Food on your table. Someone who loves you, someone you love, a lesson learned, a mistake survived, an opportunity before you, a day you get to inhabit. Gratitude is not an emotion, it is a way of seeing. What you appreciate grows in value, and what you ignore dulls with time. Joy begins in the same place, attention. Joy does not require rarity, it requires awareness. The world is quietly overflowing with moments of beauty. A slant of sunlight, a piece of music, a conversation that reveals trust, a problem solved, a small kindness exchanged, a moment of laughter, a memory you suddenly recall, a future possibility that sparks. Joy is what happens when you allow yourself to notice. You do not need a different life to feel joy. You need a different posture toward the life you already have. Be careful, Ada. Joy often feels vulnerable. There is a fear, sometimes quiet and unspoken, that if you let yourself feel joy, life might take it away. So people protect themselves by dulling the brightness of their own experience. But joy is not something you lose by feeling it. It is something you lose by refusing it. Let yourself taste the sweetness of your own life. It does not make you naive. It makes you alive. There is one more thing. Gratitude and joy make you stronger. They anchor you. They nurture resilience. They keep your heart open in a world that often encourages closing. And they remind you again and again of the beauty that still exists despite everything that breaks. Be joyful, Ada, not because life is perfect, but because it is finite and miraculous. Be grateful, not to ignore pain, but to see the fullness of your life beyond it. Together, joy and gratitude form the quiet radiance that makes a life feel worth living. A friend on the road ahead.